Good morning, everyone. It is movie time again at Anderson Forge. Now, this is a knife that it's a W2. It's kind of a short W2 hunter fighter affair that that I've only made. I think this is my fourth one, and the last time I made one was about somewhere between 3 and 4 years ago. The most recognizable portion of this knife we will find is the octagonal handle. It is literally shaped in an octagonal fashion. And the first time I ever saw one of these, I think, was in '03. I was just trying to think before I started here that I believe it was in 2003 by a mastersmith by the name of Bailey Bradshaw, and I was just intrigued by it. And I managed to do them all quite successfully, and I find them very, oddly enough, very relaxing to make. One thing that people may not know is that I file all of my handles to shape. I do very, very, very little work with grinders on any handle material. Jerry Radis once told me that on natural handle material like wood and ivory and stag and so forth, that you really minimize any trouble you're going to have down the road if you never get them hot. And that really stuck with me, so I never generate any heat. I just virtually do no grinding. I use cabinet makers' rasps and gun stock. Guys who make gun stocks, I use their tools, and I file them to shape. Now, that said, I happen to find that a very relaxing endeavor with these. I go ahead and I create the butt cap in its octagonal shape, and I create the collar up here, the spacer, in its in octagonal shape, and then with the block in between, I literally just file it, sort of connect the dots. And I don't know if you can see, might find a little, the facets of all the materials, the extremities of these materials are literally a machine grind, but the corners mirror polished. This facet is mirror polished, and it really makes it dance in the light. Now here is a statement that a lot of other makers are going to find a little curious. I see a lot of talk on discussions, and I'm going to go ahead and take this apart while I'm talking. I see a lot of discussions, guys saying what kind of belts they use to shape their handles and so on and so forth. And I have used one belt since 2009 on shaping handles. One belt. I've spent, I don't know, $5 in 4 years. All of '09, 10, 11, and now we're halfway through 2012, and I'm still using the very same 36 grit belt. And it's the only belt I've used in shaping handles. We can see what's going on. 16th inch roll pins. That'll give you an idea of the profile of this knife. It's about 3/4 to 13/16 thick at its widest. It's a W2, which I gotta tell you is one of those tool steels. I got a little dot there that tells me what's on the top. But W2 will get so sharp that I swear if you found yourself about to drop this knife and it was going to fall, you better don't reach out and grab it. You better just let it fall, because if you go to grab this thing, you're going to be going and getting stitches. W2 just gets scary, scary sharp. So this is headed with me to Atlanta. It's a 1032 thread. I like a lot of bite on my thread. I turn my finials on my lathe. And nice hamon. And I think I'm going to take this to Atlanta without a sheath. And somebody that wants to get a sheath made for it can talk to my buddy Scott Teschner. This is another one of those times I just like to touch it with my fingertips, and they're scary sharp. So we will see you in Atlanta. Thanks for stopping by Anderson Forge on a Sunday morning, and talk to you later.